Hi, my name is Parvana Mistry and I'm the fourth generation that runs Parsi Dairy Farm today. I've studied at the Cordon Bleu in London. I did my French cuisine and patisserie and also did the Grand Diploma. So it means, first of all, great pride. To have this legacy in my family, to be a part of this family, I consider myself to be very, very lucky. At the same time, food means a lot to me. It's like my indulgence, it's my safe space, it's my go-to thing when I just feel like, I have something, and I'm so happy to have that in my family. And to be able to carry on this legacy, which is very rare I'm the fourth generation. We're very lucky to be handed over this, that is still very much in touch with people. It's spreading joy constantly and just very, very lucky to be a part of it. So what we do out here at Parsi Dairy, which is the best that we do, is to keep tradition the way it is. The reason why Parsi Dairy has withstood 108 years is because its products and its recipes have been the same for 108 years. What we try to work on out here is to keep the tradition the way it is, but to modernize the systems, the packaging, everything around it to go with today's age and time and to cater to today's clientele, but at the same time keep the taste the same, probably your parents. So inspiring me when it comes to my flavors and all, I think I would have to owe that to my college. So Cordon Bleu taught me a lot about how to build. It helped me build my palate and taught me how to train my palate to try different flavors. So that's something I depend on a lot. At the same time, we depend a lot on product feedback from customers. So if we're trialing something new, you can make whatever you want, but it has to be acceptable to the market. So we do a lot of product testing on different kind of clientele, get a lot of response from that, and then develop a product more suitable to them. So what we try to do is that, one, we don't try to take away from the basic sanctity of the product itself, because we know that, by memory, people want that same taste that they've had when they've grown up. It's very important. That's what draws back so many generations of customers back to our store. So that's very important. But at the same time, we always try to give like a different twist with seeing the market trend. So for example, if there's a raspberry trend happening, we'll do like a raspberry copra park, stuff like that. Or if there's some kind of in the middle we had like a Biscoff trend, so we did a Biscoff barfi. So we always try to mix the two. So I think it's very challenging. That was one of the hardest parts of having handed down this beautiful legacy, having it to survive in today's age and time, which is so different from where it was actually born. So one of the hardest things I would think is to just be true to not lose the fact that we have tradition by our side and we have to stay true to that tradition. So it's very easy to kind of just revamp and change everything and innovate 10 times more. The hardest part was to hold back on that and be like, no, this is what people love. People are coming here for that old jalebi that they've had, or people are coming here because they love the fact that the products are so fresh, so pure, so wholesome, and we have to kind of stick to that. So that's always a tussle, but I feel at the end of it, I always feel like the old tradition and the old recipes and the old factor really always kicks in and it always wins. So then we kind of just always end there. It was a decision that I think there was no better place to study other than Le Cordon Bleu. I mean, Le Cordon Bleu has a 130 years experience and legacy is a part of my family. And so when I decided that that's the place I wanted to study, it had to be a place that held a certain type of tradition and a certain type of legacy. So I think it was just the best fit at that point of time. So I think college taught me a lot. It influences my day-to-day decisions even today. Sometimes when I think back, when I'm running this establishment and I see back about how it taught me about one thing very particularly, I still remember my chefs used to teach me, was perfection. they would not let us take out a plate if they were not satisfied with it. So they always taught me something about being perfect and only then putting it out there. And I think that's something I hold very, very deeply, and I try to kind of handle that in every aspect of my life, not only the culinary aspect. Another thing Cordon Bleu taught me was also technique. That food was not that simple. There was technique behind everything. There was a purpose behind anything that you did in the kitchen and why you were doing it. And that's something that I use today in every day when we're working with so many different products, we're working with so many different people at so many different temperatures. And one of the things that really keeps us going is to just use the same technique, use the same precision every single day to get that product out correctly. So what are the two things I would think at the top of my head is, one is innovation and the second one would be tradition. Le Cordon Bleu, when we stepped in out there, I still remember chefs telling me recipes and traditions, that techniques that have been working for so many years, and that they're passing that down to every generation. And that's something I hold very deeply, and I still feel that that's something that reminds me that I need to keep doing that for every generation. And like I mentioned, perfection. Go for it. Go for it, because it's only education and learning is only and only going to help you. Any type of learning, when we come to work every single day, even though we're running such a big establishment, I'm learning every single day. So definitely, and I think having a backup of a proper formal education in culinary really gives you that heads up. I would say eye-opening, and I can't say it in one word, excellent. Like, it was something that really transformed me as a person, as a chef, as an individual. It was amazing. It was one of the best, I think I would say one of the best times of my life that I had in college, learning with such amazing chefs. There was so much knowledge, there was so much interaction, there was so much to learn, and it really taught me and really changed me as a person. So as Parsi Dairy as a family, our vision is not only mine, because we're a big family that runs Parsi Dairy. I think as a fourth generation of Parsi Dairy, our vision is to see to it that the purest form of product in the best way reaches as many people as we can. And that's what we're trying to do every day. So we just don't want to be only within Bombay, we want to be pan-India, and hopefully one day even more than that. When something's handed over to you, one is respect it, respect how it's come to you, and take that much care of it, and things will just come out beautifully that way. So one is that the fact that we have a 108-year-old legacy. We're one of the first most operational dairies in India. So I think that itself talks a lot about the fact that the family's been there, the business has been there and withstand it so many generations. The second thing that I think would help when it comes to, see, there's going to be competition in every field, but what puts us apart is that we don't compromise with our products. At the same time, yes, what you've said is very important. We have deliberately not gone crazy going pan-India in a franchisee way, and we don't look at doing that at all, because we believe that our products are very close to our customers' hearts. They're very happy about that, because we don't want to be your new age brand that just like blows out of proportion and there is no way in the next 3 months. We're here to stay, we're here to be there for long. We want not 4 generations but 8 generations to be running this institute, and we're here, like I said, to build an institute. And that takes time, and you have to be very careful and very deliberately not take the wrong steps, which is very easy to do in today's age and time with the amount of social media and the amount of attention and growth opportunities that come our way. For younger chefs, yes, who come and talk to me, one is, you just, first of all, to be a chef, you have to just die-heartedly love food. That just makes like 90% of the job done. right? So if you have it in you, if you love food, it comes to you naturally. We always have this saying that if you love what you do, you never work a single day in your life. And that's something I think I stand by, because I love what I do. I think my happiest times are when I'm creating something or when I'm with food. So anyone who's thinking of this, first just have that passion in your heart, and everything else will just fly in there for you. Secondly, it's an amazing profession to be in. It's a lot of hard work, but it has great rewards. So go for it. Study in the best institutes that you can find. Learn from the best people. And the best way to actually learn is to actually do it yourself.